Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel The Campus Point. So in the last video I have already explained or I have told you that the various area from which the question are asked most frequently in the campus interview. Basically in the topic of C programming. So today I will discuss some fundamental concept of C programming. So in today's class I will just explain you the difference between the simple English language and C language, as both are the language. So language is basically used for communication purpose. When we want to talk with somebody or we want to exchange our ideas, share our thoughts, then we take the help of a language. So similarly, when you want to communicate with a computer, we take the help of C language. We take the help of C language. So C language basically developed in the year of 1972 by Dennis Ritchie. These are the mastermind behind that. And the location is that AT and T's Bell, AT&T's Bell Laboratory in USA. So this is the simple history. So in short, I will going to explain you the basic difference between English and C. So as far as English is concerned, the smallest component or token of English is your alphabet. So every English language or English statement start from your alphabet. Similarly, in case of C programming, that basically start from alphabet, then digit and symbol. So this is the first fundamental tokens: alphabet, digits and symbol. So in English basically we know that is A to Z. Total 26 number of alphabets are there. But in C programming what happens? It is basically a case sensitive language. That is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive. That means uppercase and lowercase are treated differently. So in C language we are getting total 52 numbers of alphabet, that is 26 plus 26. This is the uppercase letter, this is the lowercase letter. Then second part is your digit. So digit is, that is same with mathematics, that is 0 to 9, total 10 numbers are there. And you may find the various symbols that is already present in your computer keyboards, and all those symbols are going to be used in a particular programming language. So now this is the smallest token in English language, that is alphabet, and in C programming that is alphabet, digit and symbol. Now let us come to the next part. Whenever you combine more than one alphabets, so that is basically form a word in English. Word in English. Now as far as the programming language is concerned, when you combine more than one alphabet, digits as well as symbol, that will basically form a constant or variable or keyword. So this is the second step. You find here, that is word. So that may be any word. When you combine more than one alphabets, that is a word. Suppose I will write apple, A-P-P-L-E. That's a word in English. So that basically contain how many alphabets? A-P-P-L-E. The total 5 number of alphabets here combining. So as far as your programming language is concerned, you can find some constants, some variables and some keywords. So what is a constant? Constant are nothing but which values are not going to change. That is constant. Similarly, what is a variable? Whose values are going to be changed. And next one, that is important tokens of a programming language, that is your keyword. And what is a keyword? Keyword is basically some predefined words which meaning has been known to your compiler, and that is otherwise known as your what? Reserve word. That is your reserve word. And in C programming total 32 numbers of keywords are there, that we will discuss later. Right? So keyword are nothing but reserved word, or that is a predefined word. It is a specific word which is used for only specific purpose. It's a reserved word or specific word used for only specific purpose. And another point you need to remember, your keyword's name cannot be used as a variable or identifier name. So this is all about the second step. In English, first one is alphabets. From alphabets you are getting word. Similarly, in any programming language, the smallest component are your alphabet, digit and symbol. From that part we are going to get constants, variable and keywords. Now up to the third steps, that is from word. When you combine more than one word in English, that will basically form a sentence. Sentence. In this case, that is otherwise known as a statement or instruction. That is a statement or instruction. Right? Sentence, that is known as your statement and instruction. So next one is when more than one sentence combine, that is known as a paragraph. That's a paragraph. In English and in programming, when you combine more than one instruction or statement, that is known as a program. Now this is the very simple difference between your English and programming language, or you can tell that C. That is valid for all the programming languages. That's all are the most fundamental parts. So now, how to define a simple program? You can just see a program can be defined as collection of more than one interrelated statement or instruction. Now, how to form an instruction or statement? A statement is nothing but, or a C statement or C instruction is nothing but, that is a collection of your constants, variables and keyword. Now, how to form constants, variable and keyword? That is nothing but the combination of alphabets, digits and symbols. So, these are nothing but the primary tokens. This is of any programming language. This may be valid for C, this may be valid for C++, this may be valid for your Java. That are fundamentals and that is valid for all the programming languages. So, that's all for your fundamental parts. So, in the next video, I will come with some another new concepts. Thank you.